Welcome to the Philippines Flood Myths. How does this flood narrative resonate with the culture of origin? In the Ingrot flood myth, they describe their existence using a creation myth. In the Ingrot flood myth, the story starts with Lumuig's two sons being fond of hunting, and since no mountains had formed, there was no good place for them to catch wild pig and deer. The elder brother said, "Let us cause water to flow over all the world and cover it, and then the mountains will rise up." So they caused water to flow over all the earth, and in the end, they created mountains, and in turn, they killed everyone. Everyone besides a brother and a sister who lived in Pocus, and they were gifted fire to keep warm by Lumuig, and that fire burned and dried the flood water. The mountains where the brother and sister had lived would be where they married and had children, and they became the Ingrot people, or mountain people that we now know still live in the mountains to this day. This has influenced the Ingrot people's culture and is now where they reside permanently. They stay there to keep the mountain sacred by taking care of it, never leaving its side. Another myth of the Filipino culture would be the Bukidnon flood myth. In the Bukidnon myth, a crab crawled into the sea, and since he was so big, the water fled from where he was. A moon prior of the crab crawling into the sea, a wise old man said that the people needed to build a raft. The villagers cut down trees to make the raft 3 layers thick, wrapped a rattan cord around a pole in the middle of the earth. They rounded up many animals, so when the flood came and covered up absolutely everything, the people and animals on the raft survived. Everyone else died, though. Everyone. Eventually, the water returned to the ocean, and the raft showed to be where their home was, since the rattan cord they had used had held. They were the only people left in the world, so it is assumed they repopulated it. What is the most unique aspect of this flood narrative? Bukidnon flood myth. The unique aspect of this flood narrative is that this is the only flood narrative in Filipino culture that is related to a crab. The aspect of this myth that manages to make it so unique would be the fact that the crab had crawled into the ocean and caused a massive flood of the earth. The way this narrative is described may raise a few brows in confusion or amusement. It's not every day that you hear of a giant crab tossing itself into the sea at maximum overdrive for a brief deep sea swim. How does this flood narrative compare with the flood narratives of the ancient Near East? Going off the Bukidnon flood myth, the ancient Near East does not have a crab cannonballing into the ocean, causing a flood that kills almost everyone, and an old man telling them to build a raft. The crab is the key unique thing in this myth that most definitely does not appear in any other mythology, even more so that from the ancient Near East. You know what they're missing out on? Crabs. Giant crabs. Crab dancing. They're missing out. They should totally envy the Filipinos and their flood myths. Both the Bukidnon and the Ingrot all should envy the power of the crab. To appreciate the Bukidnon myth, enjoy. Dance with them. Please, they greet you warmly. Celebrate the flood. Well, yeah, she's gonna edit.
Oh, okay. Just button is digging into the grass. Oh.
I wish you did. I so wish.
Okay.
Wait, did it?
It's pulled another tab.
You're gonna have a fun time fixing this. Oh my god. Alright. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.